Coverkillernation, what's going on? Just an update video here. A couple of announcements, I guess, or whatever you want to call them. And I wanted to do this really quickly before we got into a lot of this. So hopefully I do this in a linear fashion, chronological fashion, or whatever. But we're in December. December is always, super duper list friendly, and we have the top 50 albums of the year that is coming. We have the top 15 rock and pop albums of the year. We have the top 10 worst albums of the year. The top 10 biggest douchebags in music. I know we already did one for rock and metal, but we got to include everybody on this list. May do something for like the top 10 worst songs on Now 2015, 2015 Nows, which would be kind of a deep idea to do, but we'll see how that kind of plays out. If there's any other suggestions for like end of year top 10 lists or anything like that, leave them in the comments below. Might not get to them this year, but I will kind of gauge the reaction and see if we can maybe get to a couple of them starting in 2016. But that will probably be starting the lists, that is, they'll probably start appearing like around the 15th of the month, so not this coming Saturday. I think it is the Monday after this coming Monday, so we're talking about 10 days away rather, so that those lists should start coming. So that's going to be what I'm going to be working pretty hard on over the course of the next couple of days, as well as the second thing, which is I missed getting this started on the first day of December. And of course, in the past few, we've had a couple of major things occur that have been a little bit more important to deal with and to really pay our respects to. But I wanted to do sort of like an advent calendar for heavy metal, for music really, but specifically for heavy metal, since that's what this channel's bread and butter really is. And since I missed the first couple of days, maybe starting this Monday, which is the 7th, we're going to run 12 days of an advent calendar of sorts, or just a heavy metal calendar, maybe we'll call it, the 12 days of Metal Christmas, even though we're not going to repeat the whole damn song with every episode, because I'm sure that would be fun. And during that time, I will recommend 2 or 3 different bands for the Christmas season, for you guys. And they're not Christmas themed or anything like that. These are heavy metal groups from the 70s, 80s, 90s, from then and now. And it may even be some things that we've talked about, or some bands that we have spoken about sometime this year. And the reason for that is not because, super duper jerk them off, or, getting some sort of kickback from them. No, it's because people discover heavy metal, they discover music, they discover things at different times and different paces. This might be the perfect time for some folks to explore and open up and try some different heavy metal bands. They might have the time, maybe perhaps they have been bogged down with school and finals, and now they have some chances to actually explore a little bit. So if you hear a couple of names that you think should be commonplace knowledge, to most people, or some names that you've heard before here on the channel, don't get discouraged by that. It's something that's for everybody. And in fact, if anything, do everybody a favor and really hype up the band a little bit more. Tell them of exactly what they're getting themselves into, just how awesome that it is. And so I'm planning on doing that for maybe 12 days, and those are going to be pretty simple videos where you're probably going to see my face just for like an introduction, and then the rest of it will probably just be photos of like maybe album covers or the band themselves. Maybe you get the logo of the band somewhere in there. And just my voice. I want to keep these, KISS, keep it simple, stupid, for these, because we're looking to promote them. We're really not looking to promote, the channel all that much or anything like that. Last but not least, we have about 2 more actual album reviews to do for 2015, and that's about it. So we're really, we've reached the end of the season. The first one is the new Ice Nine Kills album, which originally wasn't on my radar, but thanks to a couple of people on Twitter and the band themselves, which is really neat, we're going to check it out, and we're going to do a review on it and see what it is, see what's going on with it. I think I remember they were on one of those Punk Goes Whatever albums. So, I'm going to be as honest as I can be with this, so that's just, fair warning to anybody. But I've been told it's pretty good, so we're going to see what's going to happen there. And then, of course, we have Purple by Baroness, which is set to come about a week from today. And that's going to be a really cool album, and that's going to be the official end of the review cycle. So you might wonder what's going to happen after all of this. After we do the calendar, the lists, and all of that. Well, I still have a couple of great what-ifs that are swimming in my brain. One of them I posted over on the Facebook group just in sort of a cryptic way, and then I actually posted it on Twitter. And then there's also some other 10 awesome songs things that we can do to further display how great 2015 has been. There's a lot of things that can still be done, but the big one is to get back into the Rush and the Porcupine Tree discographies, especially the Rush one, which is incomplete. The Porcupine Tree one hasn't even been started yet. And we might do this in burst mode, which means that we'll do like 4 or 5 of these in a day or something like that. And if you want to see that, put like Rush +5 or Porcupine Tree +5 in the comments below as an indicator that you'd want to see that in bursts. And we're definitely going to get this done while we can, because there's so much that we're going to have to talk about in January that this is just the perfect time to do it. So I wanted to take a moment also to make one final note, and that's the fact that on the Patreon page, which if you don't know that CKN has a Patreon, check it out. It's the first link that's in the description box below. We had enough originally for the Day in the Life video. Now, if you go there, it will seem as though we didn't reach that goal, but we did. And I'm going to still make that video. I'm honoring that because we did hit it at one point in time. I'm not going to deny that just because we're not at that point whenever I pick up the camera and decide to record it. Because things happen in life. That's just the way that it is. But I just wanted to call attention to that, and if you wanted to check out the Patreon, and we're trying to do some really great things on this channel. You're not paying per video. Everything would be a monthly donation, and you can donate as much or as little as you want. It says $5 on the sidebar there. You can go as low as $1. Okay, pay no attention to that $5 bill, $5 indicator, and think that that means you have to do $5. You're in control of how much you donate, and that's monthly, just so you're aware. So that's it. That's all I have right now. I don't know if I'm going to be doing any streaming or anything before the holiday season is over, because I'll be, kind of working hard on these other videos. But I just wanted to wish everybody out there in the Cover Killer Nation a happy holidays. Merry Heavy Metal Christmas. Great Heavy Metal Kwanzaa, Heavy Metal Hanukkah. Whatever you celebrate. I just hope that it's an event that you're able to celebrate with good people that you really care about, and good tunes, man. That's what it's all about. So, from my family to yours, from the Cover Killer Nation to everybody else out there in the world, have a great fucking season, and just enjoy the hell out of everything. Hopefully you guys get some new music to listen to, and hopefully I'm able to give you a couple more bands to check out. That's what it's all about. Fa la 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 la, fuck you, I'm out of here.